I'm Jason Mazzola of Cloak, Dagger.
Colin Barth, guitars, Cloak, Dagger.
You are the Jade Tree flagship band.
A sinking ship, though. A sinking fleet is Jade Tree these days.
No.
I shouldn't judge. But it's not the same that it used to be. I guess all the labels are hurting these days, but no, I'll take some pride in that. Fuck it.
I have great pride in it.
I do too.
I think they put out great stuff.
They do.
Fucked Up is more their flagship band, though, I think. So.
I mean, the Damnation album.
Oh yeah.
For me, makes it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is a lot of people, like a lot of hardcore kids or like younger kids, will say like, "Oh, you're on Jade Tree," like, and they associate it with Peter the Lion and Jets to Brazil, but they don't associate it with Damnation and Lifetime and Four Walls Falling, or even Strike Anywhere, also from Richmond, Virginia, where we're from. So that's cool though. People remember.
Yeah. Now, I mean, the Virginia scene was, a hotbed from.
Yeah, especially Richmond.
Yeah.
Well, from the 90s and today, a lot of great bands coming out of Richmond. Wasted Time, Government Warning, Direct Control. Hopefully bands I hope everyone has heard, because they're pretty amazing bands. Kids doing hardcore for all the right reasons and all the right ways.
True.
It's nice to be associated with that.
Agreed.
Now, Cloak Dagger is a true hardcore band.
Yes.
You actually have something to say.
True.
And hope we play it the hardcore bands we all still love years later, especially the early Southern California stuff, when it was still a lot more open and it wasn't so cliche that you had to play to the expectations of the genre and have the fast part, then two times through the fast part later have the mosh part, and hopefully play hardcore in a way that there's still some imagination and creativity going into how you write the songs. That's what we hope to do. It's debatable.
Yeah. True.
Huge Black Flag influence, obviously.
Oh, yeah. As I expect there is on anyone playing this kind of music these days. But
Gosh, or not, exactly.
Yeah.
True.
I steal some riffs.
Yeah? I can't tell. They always had a lot to say about things.
Yeah.
What are some of the issues that you guys are into these days?
I think more. I have a lot of lyrics that are more like just about growing up and getting older and kind of like, it's great, like living hardcore as like thinking you're going to be young until you die, and kind of when you get older, it's like I think I try to incorporate that into some of the lyrics. Also like pop media and just people's fascination with famous people and trying to fit into a certain lifestyle by having the latest and greatest technology and clothes and shoes and etc. etc. But as far as homophobia goes and stuff like that, that's just stuff that I try to just block out of out of mind when I think of hardcore. And it's sad too, because a lot of times there's there's fights at shows, or there's stuff that happens where I'd just rather not associate that with my experience with hardcore. So I'd rather not think about it, and it doesn't happen at the shows that we go to, thank God.
Yeah.
So we're lucky for that.
I'm sure your band plays real hardcore shows, not mosh metal shows. So there's a little more consciousness.
Yeah.
You hope so, and I think so. But it's it's at the same time you don't want to write off people just playing what you might think is just generic moshcore, because there's active, smart people doing that too, enjoying that. But I guess like it's always been, there are always going to be a handful of small-minded people who can take over the shows and take over the scene.
Now, being from the States, being from Virginia, how is racism still visible, still active?
Man, I don't really see it too much. Definitely not in hardcore shows. Definitely not that aspect of it. We do live in the South. I don't think I've seen anything that I would consider racist. I work at I teach high school at some inner city schools sometimes, and they pay me more money to go to the inner city schools because no one wants to go there to teach. So, and it's not that necessarily the kids are bad, because they're not bad. They're just kids. Kids are kids, but it's because they're minorities, and I think people don't like to go and work at those schools because they don't feel comfortable around them. So they pay me more money to go do those jobs. So I guess that's the most extreme form of prejudice that I've experienced in the past year or so. So.
And what do you find are some of the issues surrounding those kids in those schools? Like, why are there? And
I don't know. I think a lot of them just don't get enough attention at home. A lot of them just need to be told, like, they love to hear, like, you're cool, or, like, they love to hear, like, oh, you did great, because I usually do art for the most part, so if someone does something that's, like, a creative, I'll always be like, oh, that's awesome, I like that a whole lot. And, like, even the kids that try to act super tough, thugged out, like, they still will be like, but you can tell, like, they like it, they just need that, like, reassurance, or they need that, like you're doing well, that they don't get from their parents, or they don't get elsewhere, maybe from the brothers and sisters. So I don't know.
I don't deal with kids.
What do you do, bro?
What's that?
What do you do?
I'm a bike messenger in D.C.
You look like one.
Do I? Thank you.
A legend of a bike messenger in D.C. too.
I've been doing it a little while.
Yeah.
How did you gain this reputation?
I don't know. I've been doing it for 10 years, and because I don't call into work hungover too much, or
tell them about how many times you've been hit by a car this year.
Oh, this year? I don't know how many. Twice. I think twice this year.
Yeah.
In my life, I've been hit by a car anywhere between 15 and 20 times with various degrees of injury from it.
True.
But I've done it 10 years. For people who've done it 10 years, I've come out a lot more scot-free. Broken this arm twice, this arm once, and a kneecap. But haven't full-on broken a leg, and that's if you can make it that far without full-on breaking a leg, you're doing all right.
You can do much worse.
Yeah, you could do a lot worse.
It's true.
You've had a couple days now in Montreal to be around the city. How do you find it differs from being in Virginia? Being in the States.
Everyone looks so
Everyone
pretty.
looks good.
Everyone just looks like they have it together, like they just stepped out of a magazine.
I feel ugly.
Yeah.
Hanging out here. I will say, a venue like Black Dot, where we played last night, probably wouldn't happen in the States. Someplace that's in a big city, but not so expensive that you have to worry about how much money you're making at the door. People can bring their own alcohol to the venue. That definitely doesn't happen at the States. And people seem to respect the venue there, which I think because everything is so regimented in the U.S. in terms of how you can drink and how you can hang out and how much money you have to pay to rent a space, that people tend to go a little more crazy and sort of squander good opportunities they do have. But no, we rolled up to the venue, and people who worked there and at the bookshop downstairs were cleaning graffiti off the wall, and I thought, man, like, that's just nice to see. Nice to see that kids who are sort of living outside the mainstream still have a little respect for their personal space.
Yep.
Don't have to make such a show out of trashing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. Montreal's a real pretty city, too. Cold in the winter, though?
Ice cold.
Ice cold. I don't know if I can hang with that. It's real nice right now, though.
Good stuff.
So you mean when you courier in D.C., there's no winter there?
Oh, there's winter, but nothing like I imagine here. It's usually like 35, like probably like, I guess, 5 to 10 degrees Celsius most days in the winter, and not snow too much. Still sucks.
Yeah.
But nothing like here.
Yeah.
Well, give a couple quick shout-outs to any bands you support now, any labels that you support.
Oh, okay.
Well, definitely Government Warning, Waste of Time, we mentioned before. The Carbonas from Atlanta, though I don't think they're a band anymore. If you can get their hands on their LPs, definitely worth picking up. Probably the best band out, I would say, for the past 3 or 4 years.
The Ladies.
Oh, the Ladies.
The Ladies from Richmond
Ladies.
is our friend's band. Awesome. And
Deep Sleep.
Deep Sleep.
Deep Sleep, great band.
And Alex DiMattesa, who's a bass player for Government Warning, he put out our band's 7-inch. He put out our new 7-inch, and he's going to do the vinyl version of the J-Tree release. GraveMistakeRecords.com is his website. And he distros really good bands. So I think he makes it a point to just carry bands that he likes for the most part. So that's it. Fucked up, Markman, but I think everyone knows that. They picked up on that stuff, so.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yep.
That covers it.
Yeah.